Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to take a shot. Got his man. He's loose. Running inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Touchdown, Washington State. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide out in motion. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air, it's Cook. Looking left. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm. Hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're going to ride this running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Trying to pick it up on the ground. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
At 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front. Nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougar! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Offense getting set for first down. Handoff to Jones. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
14, Missouri, 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd down, going up top. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Washington State, 14. Missouri, 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Washington State.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job.
That's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Still on his feet at the 45. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time to hand it off, they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Washington State going back to work on first down.
Let's go. Slide 22. Go.
They'll run it. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
To the air, it's Mateer. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump. A better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert.
4-2 Spider.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Facing fourth down.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Rock chalk. Kansas is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Maryland. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
The running back carries the ball. Tackle is made at the 32-yard line. Brings up second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fast motion from the offense. The play action fake. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Missouri gets to the line quickly. Give to the single back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge.
Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Number 8.
A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
17. Missouri, 10. Returner runs out of bounds.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Now on second down. Quarterback checking off. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Got his man downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. This defense right now, they have no answers.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Fires it down the seam. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
On second down, looking again to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Dropping back, it's Cook. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. Third down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick 6.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Cougars will kick it off to start the second half. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
First down here for the offense.
Let's go.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here comes the offense on second down.
3:25.
The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long.
2-9. Griffin.
To the air, it's Cook. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit pressure on the quarterback.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Lion.
They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Missouri, 10.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
He's got it on the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The sure hands, it's Stevens. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot out.
Touchdown, Missouri! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the 26. Brings up third down.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. The inside handoff. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
At the 30-yard line. Now, fourth down.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Just a little off. Incomplete.
He's now third down.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs.
Green 25. Check, check.
Handoff to the lone back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Get set, get set.
Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
2-9 Philly.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Washington State 24, Missouri.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wazoo! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Coming up.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. BYU was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Cougars over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. They want that clock to run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On his feet at the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass, I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and then just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Out out of the gun. The inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Cook. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter.
Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it. But now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
And here comes the offense on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff.
Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point. And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. He's looking to scramble. Gets some space around the 30. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Volunteers. This quarterback on fire. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Marchuk. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Volunteers line up on 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop.
First and goal here for the offense. Hand off to the single back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. Solid tackle, but able to get him down.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. No problem. Knocks it right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Pressure is coming, and it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A loss of 2 yards on the play.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The Vols will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. This football incomplete and a... Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Tailback with another carry. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
2nd down after that previous play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. The Volunteers pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. There's contact on the throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Ball handed off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. And he stops short. Huge play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He lets it go. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackle made quickly at the 9, but now it's first and goal. And the Vols hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And he knocks that one right through.
Well, they
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Quarterback escapes the pocket, using his legs here. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the Volunteers getting set on first and 10. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And it comes down to this, a moment in this place kicker's life. His team trailing in the final minute, a chance to put them on top. Long enough and good. And it's celebration time on the sideline there as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. So after the go-ahead field goal, they get set to kick off, just needing to prevent a big return here in the final seconds. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And he's back to throw again after they didn't completion on first down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Of course,